two, three, four. Help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Well, good morning. Again, you don't know it's again, but I do. I just hit the wrong button and erased a most beautiful video forum that I had prepared for you. So, mea culpa, the dog ate my homework. Anyway, I'm going to try to do it again and see if I can remember all of the pearls of wisdom that I dropped on you about 5 minutes ago. The topic of this video news forum is how to get full credit for submitting your writing assignments. And I want to tell you, or I want to read to you a writing assignment that we've done recently. Here's what it says, and I have it on my monitor here, so excuse me if I'm not looking at you in the eye. After you've read several contrasting articles in the newsroom and the resource for early influences, find a news article that you can connect in some way to the early forces that shaped rock. And then there are three numbers. Number one, describe the connection between the article and an early influence on rock. Number two, evaluate the news article as a source by following the guidelines offered in the standard practice for evaluating websites. And number three, consider whether the article you selected deals with the level of study appropriate for this course. Is the article more tuned to musical fashion or musical art? Is there a difference? As a reader, do you have to create the historical connections, or does the article help you to do this? Okay, so in order to get full credit for that assignment, you needed to address each one of those issues in your submission. What normally happens is you start thinking about the topic of the writing assignment. You start waxing poetic about your feelings about rock and roll, and you write this one-page answer to the assignment, but along the way you may have skipped over some of the questions in the original topic. That's why oftentimes you don't get full credit. So the way to resolve this issue is to read and reread the question for the writing assignment, the topic, and then make sure in your answer that you submit you are addressing each one of those issues. Doesn't have to be lengthy. It just has to mean that you have to show me that you understand the topic and that you're willing to address each issue. If you go on about what a great thing so-and-so is in rock and roll and how much you like this aspect and how much you like that aspect, if it strays from the topic, then that's not an answer that should receive full credit. So please read those topics very carefully and make sure that your submission addresses each one of the issues. Save those other kinds of submissions for the forums. In the forums, you have an opportunity to just throw your opinions all over the place, or agree with some people and not agree with other people. The forums are where you can exercise that kind of thing. So I want to really help you to get full credit for your writing assignments. Okay, here's another issue. I want you to be very careful that you don't simply cut and paste or rewrite material that's already contained either in our class resources online or in our textbook. It's pretty easy for me to tell if you are doing that. I know kind of the language styles that college students have, and if I see something that's absolutely pristine and looks like it comes from another source, especially if you don't cite the source, then it probably does come from another source. So please don't do that. Use your own words, put your own thoughts and your own answers down when you're writing. I have access to the same materials that you do. I have a textbook just like you do, and I can get onto any of the resources online that you do. So sometimes something will jump out at me as, I think I've read that before somewhere, and then I'll start the tedious process of looking for that information. So just avoid that. It's very important that you do your own work. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say to you. Tomorrow I will give you a summary of what to work on over the weekend if you haven't caught up with everything, in order to make sure you have everything in by Monday's deadline. If you haven't yet registered your textbook serial number, I am afraid the stuff that was due the first week is now closed, so you'll have to work hard to catch up and get some good grades as we go into the last 2 weeks of the class. And that's why I want you to get full credit for your writing assignments. Okay, server's back up. Looks like everything is rolling along again. So work hard. Assignment for tomorrow looks pretty light and easy. Should be able to really do a lot of catching up from the server being down yesterday. That's all from here, and good luck, and I will see you online.
1, 2, 3, 4. Help! I need somebody help, not just anybody.